Howdy, folks. Beaming in, doing one tonight because I unfortunately have to go into the office tomorrow. And I'm not feeling well, so we'll see how that goes. Um, Good times. Uh, my throat's now getting scratchy. That's like a sign for me. Like, ooh, no, over medicate right now. I have treatments once a month, and it's not till next week, so I can't come soon enough. Aside from my woes, I hope everybody's having a good evening. I did have a thought this evening about everything going on and seeing this energy out there. And um, it was really interesting because somebody made a point on my Tuesday podcast I'll listen to because everybody drops them on a Tuesday, of course, except Titus. Thank you. And I didn't get to watch my Fat Man Beyond tonight. I was really bummed because it beamed in like right at the wrong time. I was working and busy, and I will catch my Kevin Smith tomorrow. With somebody, I was watching something, and they made a comment and mentioned something, and it really kind of was, yeah, that's the word. I couldn't really think of what the word was. Everything going on and all this energy, and I've been I go to Threads now, folks. Twitter is dead. Like, the stuff I see on there. I know I got a couple of my follows on there that I desperately miss and wish Ellie Mastal would go to Threads. Bring the heat over there. People would love it. But Heather Cox Richardson, be on there more often. Joanne Freeman's over there. Come on now. There's a different energy from people, even there. And I can see it, and I'm reading things, and I responded to a post and my comment, and then they commented on mine about a blue dot in a sea of red and having to navigate and feel like they're not gonna get themselves shot or something, because crazy people out there. And I'm not saying there's not violent folks out there. Oh, there are. But where I come from, out in the boonies, again, where people still have Confederate flags on their trucks in the North, by the way, which it could be it's cool Dukes of Hazzard thing, or they could actually believe that crap, or I don't know, maybe they're just not smart enough to realize you're a Northerner and you're supporting a team that lost. Like, I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, I grew up in the country. We had guns. My pap was a gun collector, champion marksman. I learned to shoot as a child. I don't have a problem with guns. I have a problem with some of the people that own guns, though. Some people ought not to have them. So that is no thing to me being around that. But it gave me a thought, though, that yeah, you got people out there that, yeah, we all know that one got that violent streak, and you just wonder what straw would break that camel's back, And I, though, have found in my time living in the sticks and being around those people all the time, most of them are just piss and vinegar, blustery, just bullies. That's all of that stuff is just their shield to mask their insecurity with themselves. I've been up against a few bullies in my day, and bullies always gonna bully until they push you, you push them back. I'm not saying to go be violent or anything like that. Absolutely not. I'm just saying You know, I think that's I'm feeling a shift. We have lived under Trumpism for so damn long, and the 4 years of Trump like really beat us down with all that just rhetoric and vitriol and hate, and him giving permission to people to be their worth selves, which is we see out on the daily now. Human decency out the window. Me, I, grievance, wah. And a lot of us are just tired of it. Yeah, and we shrink from it. Like, why engage it? It's waste of time. But I'm noticing something. Yeah, we had a lot of that for 4 years under him. And then Biden and Harris came in. And again, I said it in another video, we had a breather there for a while. And things kind of died down and people started, we've always had our happiness. Excuse me. And there was something missing. There was still that cloud hanging over us, But we were starting to lighten up. And things were starting to turn around from the pandemic. And, we had that cloud hanging too. And then Trump had to go like way ahead of the game to get himself back in the news and run for president again to stay out of jail for the last 2 fucking years. Which, that's just ridiculous. We need to be more like, those other places in Europe that have, 30, 90 days and, that's it. We definitely need that. These election seasons are way too fucking long and way too tiresome, and we got life to do. Because, TikTok, everybody's on the clock, Ain't got time for all this shit on the daily. And we were starting to lighten up there. We were coming out the pandemic a little bit. Things were starting to get going. And then he drops that bomb. And then just, it hadn't died. Trumpism hadn't died. But it wasn't as in your face 24/7. Although the media did run with it quite a lot, which they shouldn't have. But I don't know. To me, there was a more lightness there. It wasn't gone. But it wasn't quite so bad for a while until he decided, I'm running for president. And then it just all went on steroids again. And here all of us, we're so tired of it. We're so tired of the nonsense and the bullshit and the racism and the misogyny and all the isms and the phobias and half of the words they use, they do not even fucking know the definition of nor the context in which to use them. Communist, racist, Marxist, leftist. What? Do they know when they jam all those words together what they mean? No, they don't. The ignorance is astounding. And supposedly some of these are college educated people. Now, some of them, they know a game. It's a grift. It's that fear-based trigger word bullshit. We're all tired. We are all very tired. And I think that with this new chapter, and the person on the podcast I was listening to said it, there was something like joy and laughter. And it's like we were okay to, we would have been happy and living our lives, doing our thing, but it was like now we had a different kind of permission. Not so much permission, but we had a structure in which we could allow that to come out and a place for it to go. And I think that's the right word, joy. I mean, there's a relief for sure. But I'm seeing it on people's comments, and I'm seeing it on the pushback. There's a joy there. Even in the snark. Oh, some of the people on Threads bringing some of the most bitch ass snark. I love it. It's my kind of people. Yeah, I love it. People got snark. It got good game. I love it. I'm one of those people. So, like knows like, respect. Um, that's why I like it there better. It's so much more fun. I get such a hoot. I get such a hoot. But that was the word joy. We've lived under this shadow and this dark cloud of Trumpism for so long. And people are so exhausted from it and so tired of it. And with Harris, it brings a new energy and invigorating sense of confidence and inclusiveness and just an overall sense of purpose, I think, that we as people have been lacking for quite a while. And I do think that is a good thing that we were desperately needing, and we desperately need to beat Trumpism back into the ground. Now, I've said it before in other podcasts, that stuff just goes underground. It never goes away. There will always be one. But if we can get it back to the shadows where it belongs, think about that. Wouldn't that be beautiful? No, yeah, the assholes are always going to bring their shade and their so-called cleverness, quote unquote, rubbing their two brain cells together really damn hard. Because that's all they got. Obviously, with some of their stuff. I'm seeing some of the stuff they're trying to throw out there now. It's like, this your game? That's all you got? Psh, you ain't even worth my time. Be off with you, little piss ants. But it's hilarious almost because it's like a cell phone, It's like, oh my God. And it's true. It's nice that we can turn the tables. But we always could turn the tables. It's just we didn't have that. And Biden would do a couple mic drops here and there, about the black jobs things and a black job as a vice president, Yeah, we'd have those. But she brings that with a different kind of energy. And it really does, it does gravitate people to that. Because that's what we've been missing for so long. I mean, even when Biden ran in 20, yeah, he had a lot more vigor then. And being a president, damn, it's a hard-ass job. And it ages you. It's like dog years for 4 years is like 20 million when you're a president. And I get that. I do. I mean, even Obama, he went in, spry young thing and come out gray. Yeah, it takes a beat. Clinton even too. It puts a beating on you. Even Bush too. Bush one still kind of looked the same. Reagan just was like a plastic doll when he went in, and he stayed that way. But you notice it, and it is a hard job. And that energy and that vitality is something that gravitates people to it. And I think that's what's happening. And I see it kind of unleashing people to give themselves permission to be okay. That there is that hopium out there. It's not copium. Like we're just coping to get through this. Like, oh no, there's hope. And the action is we show up and we support this and we vote and we can get somewhere. And it's actually may mean something more than it has in the past. Not that it didn't, but I think it takes on a new meaning when you're presenting something different and unique that we haven't seen in so long, in such a way that just grabs people's attention. And I do think that gives people the permission to allow themselves to enjoy that moment and not let the dark clouds, rain on their parade all the time. I don't want to insult Eeyore because I love Eeyore, but you know, we've had our Eeyore moments for quite a while, and I do think that's the vibe I'm getting. There's joy there, and it's nice and it's refreshing. Because now more people know about Project 2025. Yay. The numbers are going up. People are finding out and they're like, hell no. So that is great. You know, things are coming together, and I am very cynical. And at times I can be very pessimistic about politics because, oh, of course, some PAB just had to go throw articles of impeachment on Harris again. They did a couple years ago or something, but they're whiny. Who does Snowflake now? Like, seriously? This is desperation, folks. Desperation. It's watching the roaches scurry. I'm kind of liking that, you know? That kind of brings another level to that joy. I don't like to see harm anyone or anything like that, but to see these people who have been pounding us into the ground for years get some comeuppance, I'm sorry, I'll take that. It's, yeah, I'll take it. I'll watch you guys scurry around. That's just fine with me. Because they got nothing. We know they got nothing. And if we bring that to more people that they do have nothing, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel, I think it'll bring more people around. Which, again, I will remind folks to register to vote. We got the 90 days before election. We're like 105, 404 days now. So the window is closing. Go check your registration. If you are not registered, ladies, the Trump Vance ticket with Project 2025 is no friend to you. Go register and go vote against it. Save your own skin. Because it has nothing in there that will help us or protect us, and we will all become slaves as women. Workers won't have rights. It will be a hot freaking mess. So go register right now. Vote.gov, vote.org, your state's websites, wherever. Go vote. Go get registered to vote. If you're unable to get to about, you know, a polling place or whatever, get the mail in if you can. You know, put in for it. Don't hurt. Just do what you can. Because Trump and Vance have emotional support billionaires. And they have a vision of a dictatorship and a fascist future where women have no rights and have no value. And if you are a woman and you have children or grandchildren, again, it doesn't matter if you wear a red hat or not. If you ain't preaching that white Christian nationalism, you are not safe. And even then, you're not safe. You just get the luxury of go preaching that message, and that's about it. And if you buy that bullshit, you need to come out your bubble. Because last time I checked, that wasn't in your Bible. Yeah, I read that too. So, yeah, oppression is not a really big thing for you Jesus people. So, if you really read his word, that was something he was not in support of. And I, as a woman, do not respond well to oppression. Nor will I see my niece oppressed, nor my sister, nor my mother. So, my vote is not just for me, it's for them. So think about the women in your life. Men, think about the women in your life. Go register to vote. The window is closing, so get on that. But I just wanted to drop that in there and see if anybody else was kind of getting that vibe. It's something I haven't felt for a while. Again, I'm cynical, kind of pessimistic about politics because I followed it for decades. So, I have my thoughts on it. I'm still not, totally on board with the whole politicking game, but this is a bit unique. I mean, it reminds me of Clinton when she started, and people took a lot of bait and a lot of shit that they shouldn't have. Trump's this big bad. No, he wasn't. He wasn't then. He's sure as fucking now. People gave him way too much credit. And, I mean, it was there a little bit. But I don't know. This is a little different. I don't know why. I really can't put my finger on it, but when they said that word, like, there's a joy and a laughter, and I was like, yeah, I'm feeling that. I noticed that. So, I didn't know if anybody else did too, or you were seeing it reflected anywhere around you, or, in, people and your socials or whatever. I mean, the socials, yeah, they are not the key to the pulse of the world, but they give you a glimpse. It does give you a glimpse of how people are vibing on things and what the mood is. Not the total mood, but it gives you a window, a glimpse. And it's different. It's different. So, I'm feeling okay. Again, I will stew for a while about the hit job. But I also know Biden is very smart. And he pulled some Obi-Wan shit. Checkmate. Kept the money class and chatter class. And he kept all of them from oppressing us when you think about it. And shutting him down. I mean, they shut him down, but they didn't shut him out. And he still got to make his play his way. With her. That was some checkmate Dark Brandon shit. Seriously. And he timed it good. He's clever, that one. But I still don't like how that played out. It could have, everybody I've heard and I've talked to, it could have been handled way differently. It shouldn't have had to come to that, but maybe that it did was another wake-up call for us. Again, we the people were fighting back about it ahead of that happening and the hit job we saw coming. And it wasn't quite enough, and he wasn't going to sell out his country, and he wasn't going to sell us out, and he wasn't going to sell her out. And he had a way that he brought it all together, that we still got our voice heard. It didn't take him out of the game. And it still gave us something, again, we already voted for. Package deal. So, yeah, I'm okay. I know I was ranty the other day. I'm still not happy about it. Like I told a friend of mine I was messaging, there's a reckoning coming in 26 if we still hear all them people on that list. People don't forget. So, primary. But I feel like there's a different energy. And I really think, and I seen her today. I didn't get to watch the whole Kamala. I didn't get to watch the whole speech from today. Her real first rally. where they had to move it because they didn't have enough room for all the people. Yeah, people showed up. But I've seen a couple of clips, and she's wiping the floor. She's wiping the floor with them. I think the GOP bit off more than they can chew, and they are crying like a bunch of babies. Oh, it is so damn beautiful. This is what I mean when you say flip the script, turn the tables. We always had it was there right in front of us, and we could have always done it, and we did a few times, but I think we have the momentum to keep it going, folks. So make sure you go register to vote. Especially you ladies, go. I'll get back to Project 2025. It's just been a hell of a few days, and I haven't had the chance. So my dogs want to go out, and I need to go try to get some sleep. Everybody have a good night. Go register. Go check your registration. They're purging rolls in the GOP-led states, so go make sure you're still good. If you're not registered, get registered. Get your friends who aren't registered registered. And make sure you follow through. Okay? All right. Have a good night, everybody. Peace out.